Hello, friends. Something impossible was just discovered lurking at the heart of iconic Ring Nebula, also known as Messier 57. For decades, we thought we understood this night sky jewel, but the new data from the Weave instrument has revealed a colossal structure, a massive bar shaped cloud of ionized iron plasma, spanning a distance of 500 times the size of Pluto's orbit and containing a mass of iron equivalent to the planet Mars. This iron bar is defying current understanding of the stellar evolution. Let us explore this further today. The Ring Nebula. It is one of the most famous, most photographed, and most understood object in our night sky. For centuries, we have looked at this glowing circle of gas and seen a beautiful, serene graveyard, the peaceful death of a sun-like star. But as of January 2026, everything we thought we knew about this jewel of the sky has been turned upside down. Astronomers using the new Weave instruments at the Canary Island were just doing a routine check. Looking through the smoke of this cosmic ring, they expected to find the unusual or usual hydrogen and helium. Instead, they found a ghost. Deep inside the nebula, lurking right in the center, is a colossal structure, a massive bar made entirely of the ionized iron plasma. It's nearly 4 trillion miles long, that is 500 times the width of the Pluto's entire orbit. And its mass, it contains as much iron as the entire planet Mars. Today we are diving into the mystery of the iron bar. Where did it come from? Why it is there? Why is it shaped like a rod? And most importantly, is this vaporized remains of a dead planet? If it is, we might be looking at a preview of Earth's final moment. To understand why this discovery is so shocking, you have to understand what is the Ring Nebula and what is supposed to be. Located around 2600 light years away in the constellation of Lyra, the Ring Nebula is a planetary nebula. But don't let the name fool you. It is nothing to do with planets, or so we thought. About 4000 years ago, a star very similar to our sun ran out of fuel. As it died, it swelled into a red giant and then gently puffed out of its outer layer into space. What we see today is that shell of gas glowing as it hits by the UV radiation from the tiny hot white dwarf left at the center. For decades, we viewed it as a simple smoking ring or a cylinder seen like an end on. We mapped its oxygen, its nitrogen, and its sulfur. It was a textbook example of the stellar evolution, but the textbooks are meant to be rewritten, right? In late 2025 and early 2026, a team led by Dr. Roger Wesson at the University College London decided to point a powerful new tool at Messier 57, the Weave spectrograph. Why did we miss this iron bar for 250 years? Because the space is a master of disguise. Most telescopes take picture, they capture light, but the Weave mounted on a William Herschel telescope does something different. It uses the integral field spectroscopy. Imagine taking a photo where every single pixel is actually a full rainbow spectrum. By separating the light into thousands of specific wavelengths, the team could see elements that were previously drowned out by the bright glow of the oxygen and hydrogen. When the researcher processed the data, they weren't looking for iron, but as Dr. Wesson put it, one thing popped out as clearly as anything. There is cutting right through the major axis of nebula was a narrow concentrated strip of 4 times ionized iron. This isn't just a cloud, it's a structure, rod-shaped anomaly. It doesn't follow the shape of the ring. It doesn't move like the rest of the gas. It's an impossible, passenger in the heart of a nebula. Let's talk about the scale, because the numbers are genuinely hard to, warp your head around. The ring nebula itself is huge, but this iron structure spans roughly 3.7 trillion miles or 6 trillion kilometers. To give you a sense of that size, if you put one end of the bar at our sun, the other end wouldn't reach Pluto. It would actually reach 500 times past Pluto, deep into the dark reaches of the Kuiper belt and towards the Oort cloud. And the mass is equally staggering. The amount of iron floating in this plasma bar is roughly equivalent to the mass of the planet Mars. Now, iron is a heavy element. In the life of sun-like star, iron isn't something that is easily produced or thrown out in a large quantity. These stars are mostly hydrogen and helium. So where does a Mars-sized pile of iron come from? How did it get organized into a 4 trillion mile long bar? This is where the science gets truly fascinating and little bit scary. There are two main theories currently being debated by the team at UCL and Oxford. Theory 1 is a bit more conservative. It suggests that this is a binary star effect. Perhaps a smaller companion star orbiting the main dying star helped sculpt the iron into a bar as it was being ejected. But the theory 2 is the one making headlines. It's the vaporized planet hypothesis. Think about what happened when a star like the Ring Nebula parent star dies. It expands into a red giant. Any rocky planet orbiting nearby, planets like Mercury, Venus, or Earth, would be engulfed. As these planets are swallowed, the intense heat and gravity didn't just melt them, they vaporized them. The iron core of these planets are stripped atom by atom, turned into plasma. As the star then shed its outer layer to form the nebula, they vaporize the planetary blood. All that iron is blown out into space. If this theory is correct, that iron bar isn't just a gas cloud, it is the ghost of a dead world. We are looking at the literal remains of a planet that once was solid, now stretched across trillions of miles of vacuum. This discovery is very amazing, and it's basically giving us input about future of our solar system. In about 5 billion years, our sun will go through exactly the same process. It will run out of hydrogen, it will swell into a red giant, and it will likely consume the inner planets. For a long time, we wondered what would happen to the stuff that makes up the Earth. Would would we just vanish? Would we be crushed into sun's core? The discovery in the Ring Nebula suggests a different fate. We might be turned into a bar of glowing plasma. Billions of years from now, an alien astronomer in a different galaxy might point their telescope at the new nebula where sun used to be, and they might see a strange iron-rich structure lurking in the center, the final metallic signature of a planet we once called home. The iron bar of the Ring Nebula is a reminder that even the most familiar objects in space are still hiding secrets. We have been looking at the nebula for at least 250 years, and we only just noticed the structure 500 times the size of our own solar system was hiding inside it. It makes you wonder, what else are we missing here? The team is currently planning follow-up observation to see if other elements like nickel or silicon are hiding in that bar too. If they are, it would almost confirm the destroyed planet theory. So, friends, what do you think? Is this the remains of a doomed planet, or is it just a weird quirk of how star dies? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the mysteries of the 2026 discoveries, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe our channel for more space news as it breaks. My name is Chandrakant. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you again in the next one.